All right, today is a rainy day, and if I bring the tractor out to put logs in the sawmill, I'll just make a mess. It's warm. The rain's gonna end soon, but I think I'm gonna work today in the shop. And I got some chainsaw blades, or chains, that I'm gonna sharpen. The one on my I got my Stihl 290. It's the 462. It's the same weight as that saw, but it has about, I think this one has 70 cc's, and that one there is maybe 50. I'll look into that. The 462 will take a much bigger bar. Definitely cuts through the wood a lot faster than the 290, but the 290 is great general purpose saw. But the chain on my 462 is done. I bought the saw I used, and it came with that one chain, and it needed some attention. He hit a rock, and I haven't bought a new chain for it yet because I sharpened it and I got it back pretty good. But since then, I think I've touched the ground a couple of times, being sloppy, and I'm gonna try and get that chain back to life. First saw I'm gonna sharpen today is my Stihl 462. You see the teeth still have a little bit of life left in them. This one here looks like it might have hit a rock. It looks like this side of the chain, I bought the saw I used, and this chain came with this bar, and it looks like it's way uneven. I got a lot less tooth on this side than I do this side, so I don't know if it was the guy's sharpening habits or he hit a rock on that side and had to take off more of that tooth. It is cutting a little bit crooked. Let's see if my sharpening takes care of that. That one's done. The chain was messed up. What I'm going to do is file down the rakers, get a little more of a bite. See, the rakers are all filed down. Teeth are sharpened best they could be for after hitting rocks and my ability. Pretty sharp. But I took the rakers down, and we'll take a look at this thing tomorrow. See how she cuts. All right, take the saw out of the vise. Sharpened it last night, and put some bar and chain oil in it. Fuel it up, get it ready to go. Just gonna test it out right now. Chain's got a good tension on it. Get a little bit in there. cool out today, so it's going to be a little stringy. I got a pine log set up over there, and we'll give this chain a test run. Like I said, I got the that chain's a used chain. Came with the saw. I bought the saw used, and I sharpened it when I first started using it, and it has a pretty good edge, even though the teeth are very uneven. One side of the chain, the teeth are half the size of the other side. So yeah, give this thing a start. Couple slices. Even with the teeth being that uneven, that saw is cutting really straight. Alright, so here's a closer look at this blade or chain. You can see this tooth is pretty full. And that one is really small. That one's full. That one's small. That whole chain is like that. But it's still cut straight. And I think it's because the rakers are filed in properly. I use that gauge. And the back of this sits on top of the tooth right there to protect that while you file down your raker. You see a raker right there? You file that down. And I did that to all the teeth. File down the raker with a flat file. See it right there? And that worked out pretty nice. This whole chain is basically lopsided. One side of the teeth is real and filed down because it hit a rock. So I had to file it down quite a bit to get a point on the tooth. Well, the other side was still good. So the other side's probably got like a little over 50% of the tooth left, and this side's got less than a quarter of the tooth left. So I was surprised. More life left in this chain. Well, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. At least give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you next time.